Well, hello. Welcome to today's Dashcam Diary of a Disabled with me, chronically happy. Today I woke up in a terrible mood. Terrible. It, I don't know. I have not been getting very restful sleep. My medication stuff is all jacked up. I need to get my medication stuff figured out. My pain patches aren't available through the distributor that my pharmacy uses. So I have to get my pain patches figured out. Figure out how the heck I'm going to get my next set. I'll probably have to change the pharmacy, the freaking Safeway pharmacy in my town, in order to get them. My vehicle is not running correctly, and I have to drive over 600 miles, more like 800 miles next week, and I need to try and find a mechanic today and try and get scheduled Monday when I have appointments to go to on Monday, and I have to leave town Tuesday. There's just no way. Like, I don't know how I could get squeezed in one freaking weekend. Everything's closed around the holidays, so I didn't get an opportunity to get anything figured out earlier this week. I was running around with my head cut off with my freaking oh gosh, my stomach. Oh, should have used the restroom before I left. My descending colon hurts. Oh. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. I need to make it to the gas station on the way home. I have to figure out how to cancel my freaking dog's spa appointment today, or a washing appointment today, bathing appointment. I don't know what the heck they're going to charge for me to freaking cancel it, because my mom decided to give my dog a bath without communicating to me when I had this appointment set up for like the last several days. And my mom gave her a freaking bath when she was telling me she couldn't give her a bath because of her pain and how busy she's been. And then she turns around and gives her a bath without even consulting with me. And so now I'm going to be out the money regardless for canceling without notice, or taking her to get bathed a second time and hurt my back because I just got adjusted. So I'm going to charge my mom when she gets back from the casino today with my uncle and my dad and her friend. When they get back from the casino, I'm like, look, whatever I get charged for today for canceling, I'm freaking making my mom pay it. It's her fault. She didn't consult with me before she did it. That's just, I'm not in the mood to F around, dude. My car's jacked up. I have more money going out than, I have hopefully enough money in my account right now before my other bills come out to be able to fix my car. My gas light's on right now. My car is sputtering like it's skipping a beat. And my uncle seems to think it's spark plugs, and so if I need all new spark plugs, because you can't just replace one, you need to replace all of them at the same time. And then I'm going to get charged for labor. And then how am I going to find a place in the middle of flipping winter to take care of this on like 3 days notice when places aren't even open on weekends? So I would essentially have to get my car in today and fixed today or Monday. That gives the business no opportunity to try and, get it done. I'm sure they already have a billion other vehicles to look at already. I was up all night. New Year's Eve, New Year's morning, in the ER with my uncle. He went to sit down on a bar stool in a bar, and it broke underneath him and caused him a lot of pain. So he had to go to the ER. And I spent all night in the ER. I think I left at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And then my mom got the call around 7:30 when he got discharged. My parents had a New Year's party yesterday. So I had gone to sleep at like 6 a.m. Woke up at 1:30, 2 o'clock, right when people were showing up for the party at 2. I went to go pick up my girlfriend around 3. We went to Dollar Tree right after that I posted the video for. And yeah, I've had no time for myself. I've had barely any sleep for like 2 weeks straight. I have no more sparkling water, and I have failed to remember to get it when I stopped at 2 stores. So I have to make another stop and go get some sparkling water. So I have some water. I try to buy like 2 or 3 24 packs at a time, so I don't have to shop anymore. I hate shopping. I do. I'm honestly, I hate shopping because I hate blowing money on things that are necessary. I'd rather shop for fun. And the majority of the time, I don't get to shop for fun because it's things that I need, like food. I have to pay my car insurance still. I have to pay one of my other storage unit still. So those 2 things are already, I still have to pay my Walmart credit card and my Care credit card, which are both, I think, due at the beginning of the month. So I already paid off the Target card last month, which gave me hardly any money at all at the end. I had to overdraw myself midway through the month. And then I also need to have gas money to go to and from the VA. I'm going to have to file for travel reimbursement, and it's been so long since I've done that, and it just sucks. Because the VA, when they reimburse you, you don't get that money up front. You get it like 8 months, 9 months later. And yeah, that 8 or 9 months later is a great surprise. Like, oh my gosh, I finally got the money. That's a nice chunk of money right now. It's the way they changed the travel claim system that streamlined it to electronic submissions. Well, when they did that, I've been denied. But when I did the paperwork the other way and brought my paperwork to them and say, hey, here's my after visit summary report showing that I showed up to this appointment. So that's how they know to pay me, because I showed up to my appointment. I didn't just say, hey, I want here, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it has to be for a condition that I'm getting service connection for. But this is seen by VA doctors, a required physical. So I have to do it. But I live a long ways away. So the VA was doing great with being able to do telehealth. But now they've taken that option away from veterans, and they're making them go in person to the VA, which I can't use the VA here because of PTSD. And so I use one that is 300 miles away from me. Because also, if I use the VA here, I would not be allowed to see my specialists outside the VA here. I was denied consistently to see these specialists when I use this VA system. When I use the Washington VA, I'm able to get the care that I require and need. Otherwise, they force the veterans to go to the VA facilities where they don't have the specialists to treat the conditions that I have. I'm complicated. And so they don't know how to help me. And so I get more medical PTSD and gaslit because they don't know anything about these things that I suffer from. So, I mean, it would make sense for me to go to the VA here and do my VA physical and stuff. And why can't they just send that on to my doctor, you know, in Washington? I tried to get my labs drawn here, which hasn't been a problem in the past, but now they try to make a big deal out of it. I'm a disgruntled disabled veteran. It started a vicious cycle of PTSD with doctors and being traumatized, dealing with my uncle's fall, with having I'm still trying to grieve the processes of my own falls over the last 2 months. And then to see that happen to my uncle, like he just went to the chiropractor New Year's Eve morning, and then New Year's Eve, or New Year's Day at 12 in the morning, or 12:30 in the morning, he's injured. I don't even know how to deal with some kind of lawsuit like that, but the chiropractor we go to doesn't take insurance, but they do accident claims. And they need to pay for how much pain and how much adjustments he's going to require over the next few months. Luckily, he's on the pain patches that I'm on, because that is going to help him get through this injury more than anything. I was re-traumatized at the ER because seeing how they treat him compared to me devastates me, because I'm like, they don't treat me as good as they do him. He's like, oh, it's because I'm 67 years old. I'm like, don't bring age into the factor. It's not age. It's sexism, and it is very much alive in the medical care system. Like in the 50s, 60s, you know, it was anxiety hysteria for women. But they would bring medical issues to the doctors. You're just anxious here. So things never got treated properly back in the day. So women felt shut up. Like, shut up. You don't have anything to say. I take the wrong one? No, I believe I went the right way. I'm in a major kind of PTSD cycle. My chiropractor was able to get me to relax enough, though, thankfully, to be able to adjust me. And things adjusted like in 15 minutes. We got everything adjusted. But I already went out of place because I'm that unstable right now. Mentally and physically. It just sucks. It sucks to see somebody I love dealing with a fall like I just went through, and setting back the progress making and physical health and pain, chronic pain cycles. He's in chronic pain, and I watched him be in so much chronic pain until recently. These pain patches have seriously changed his life as well with chronic pain. But now with his new injury, I don't know how this is going to really carry forward even more than he says he felt fine today. Even though it makes it really hard for me to believe, I'm going to have to just take his word for it. I'll be back. All right, just got out of the gas station. Behind a freaking Amazon truck. So the Amazon warehouse here in Salem is like right closest to this gas station. And so this gas station gets the majority of all the Amazon business because it honestly, it was like the cheapest place in town to get gas. Space age gas. Arco used to be the cheapest gas in Salem, and I just heard bad things about Arco gas, and so I never bought Arco gas, but I've never heard any bad things about Space Age, so I'm gonna go with that. Oh man, I gotta hurry up and make it home because Stormy's appointment is in a half hour. It's going to take me exactly a half hour to basically get home and try and grab her. I was supposed to bring her with me, and I didn't bring her with me today to come into town. I was just in too big of a hurry. I only had like less than a 15-minute chiro appointment because I was 15 minutes late. It's been a rough way to start the new year, but in all honesty, if you have a new year that starts off rough, and it may, even drag into the next month or two, there is always room for improvement, guys. So try and view it as it can only go up from here. If it started off as bad as it did, it can only get better. Sure, things can continue on this track for a little bit, but seriously, gotta think positive and gotta think about manifesting the kind of year that you want to have. I'm trying to manifest a good year, and even though I'm highly emotional because of the sleep deprivation, all the trauma and triggers over the last couple weeks. We just had another trigger, a couple triggers in the last couple of days, just with conversations about hard topics. But finally got the story on my brother putting their dog over the Rainbow Bridge at home, giving her chocolate and giving her all the things right before she went, It makes me feel happy knowing that she went peacefully as she could with the person that came to do it at the house. I had no clue that, you know, you can get somebody to come to your house and do that and give your dog a peaceful passing over the Rainbow Bridge. And, you know, the last animal I had to put down was very tragic, with Loki Cat. I miss her so much. Her sass and prettiness, and it was a terrible way to have to put her down. And I've talked about it before, but it was like at the height of COVID, and I was so financially strapped, and I was dealing with getting diagnosed. I was on Section 8 housing. I was like poverty level. I wasn't getting SSDI yet. I had no Medicare to help me. I was stuck with the VA's jacked up system of not being able to help treat me because they didn't know how to help me. I had to learn how to help myself. I have done almost the majority of everything myself my entire life because I've had to. I know I'm a better, stronger person from all of it and everything, but damn, can you cut a woman some slack? I'm going to pray that something good happens, that I can get my car fixed, and I can get what I need with my needs, hopefully get my needs met. If I didn't push for things myself, if I didn't advocate for myself, I would not be where I am today. I'm a strong, independent woman, but not by choice. Not by choice. I wish I had a partner that was supportive and caring. I would do anything for me. The closest I got is my mom. And that's a complicated relationship as it is. Crying is a trigger for my mast cell disease. It's not good to be crying. My eyeball hurts. I have a migraine for the lack of sleep, the dehydration, the malnutrition. I haven't been eating right. I haven't been taking care of myself. I 100% admit that. I don't have what I need. And that's unlimited cash flow right now. Seriously. You know, I think I know who I need to call, but I can't take care of it right at this moment because of this damn dog appointment I had to cancel. Or I have to take her in at least for the nail trim. That way I don't have to pay any fees for missing or canceling the appointment. I mean, I always think worst case scenario because then when things turn out better, I can appreciate it more, you know? I'm more of a realist. I think of the logistics of things and, you know, I need to be able to take care of myself right now. And by doing that, feel a lot better. But I don't feel better right now. I've made big strides in doing a lot for myself over the last month, despite my pain and what I've been going through emotionally and physically. Gosh, I got a heap full for my therapist on Monday. So, anyway, I'm trying to think of other things I need to accomplish today. First things first, the dog appointment. Second, figure out the spark plug thing. I need a car checkup. I need a tune-up, or at least dog and tune-up. Those are the major priorities. The priority really is the vehicle, but my poor dog doesn't get the exercise she needs because I'm so busy, occupied trying to take care of everything. I feel like a bad pet mom. I know I'm chronically happy, and I know I have a lot of serious dash cams. Things will get better. I know they will. There's only a temporary moment in time. This is only a blip compared to the amount of time this planet has been in rotation. This tis just a blip, a glitch in the system that is here to teach me a lesson about something. I'm not going through this for no reason. There's a reason behind, even if I don't know or can't place what that reason is. There's a reason I'm experiencing this and going through this, so I can hopefully grow from this and become a better person, and hopefully inspire others to never give up. Through my tears and my sadness and my stress, my body responded extremely unusual this morning. I don't know why. But the good news is, out of all the money I've blown over the last few days, like over half of my VA check is gone. Like, just gone. I went on a grocery shopping trip. I went on a Dollar Tree shopping trip, and I went on a TJ Maxx shopping trip. The Dollar Tree stuff I really did not need. Dollar Tree stuff, I honestly feel buyer's remorse for, but it was retail therapy with my friend yesterday to try and get us from some deep-rooted trauma, deep conversations to we need to be presentable to these people at my house. And when we entered there, and I was told multiple times by a certain drunk individual that I am such a delight. I am such a bright light and a delight to be around. And the vibrant energy that I brought just tickled this man's toes. Probably way too many compliments for the same thing because of being drunk. But he did repeat himself quite several times. He just absolutely adored Social Joe and I. We are quite the pair, and we have so much fun together. And I'm kind of nervous right now because, like, I don't want us to get trauma bonded or be codependent upon each other, because that's not a healthy friendship at all either. But we've really come, Social Joe and I have really gotten close over the last couple weeks especially. And if you're watching this, I love you. I will never tell our secrets, but the secret to our success is healing and growing from within, and doing what we can to lift each other up, and also to have certain conversations when we can to try to help us move forward and not feel stuck in our feelings about certain topics. It's okay to feel our feelings. There's always a time and a place, of course, and sometimes we just can't help it with certain conversations at certain moments because it's just what we're experiencing and our transformation that we're going through right now. Both of us, Joe, we are both transforming into bigger than what we know. And I believe our success this year is going to explode. Both of us. I think this is the year that things may happen, or at least my foot is going to be that much more in that door with my own small business. I cannot have my SSDI taken away from me. That is first and foremost. I rely on my fixed income. And my own small business is a scary venture. It's scary because if it's successful, I don't want my SSDI taken away from me because I have a business. I have to be very careful. I mean, because being my own boss is the only way I can have any kind of job, because my job is very dependent on my day-to-day disabilities and symptoms. Some days I just cannot work. Some days I just cannot post content. Some days are just impossible. And SSDI thinks if you have one good day, that you can have every good day be a good day and be able to work. It's not like that. Chronic illness is not like that. You never know how you're going to feel the day you wake up. You wake up and you could be fine for a minute, and then the next be a complete wreck like I have been with my emotions. Time to go get Stormy Dog and figure out if I can cancel this crap or not and get this stuff into the fridge. I'm going to pause this. Alright, well, just got a Stormy Dog in the back and a few blocks away. I honestly would feel like using my mobility scooter to drive down there with her, but I also don't want her to get all dirty with the wet cement and everything, so I'd rather keep her all nice and clean. Alright, we're going to turn here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this Dashcam Diary of a Disgruntled Disabled Veteran. I'm just very disgruntled about having to drive to go be in person when the year previously it was okay to do a video visit and get my labs done at the Salem VA. But yeah, it's no longer okay to do that. So now I have to go up there and deal with the stress of this messed up vehicle, maybe having to take my mom's vehicle instead, and then she's going to be without a vehicle. And I mean, this is just going to cause a lot of stress within my family as well, on top of my stress. I get to share my stress with my family now. But I'm going to ask my brother to see if there's any way he can maybe help me maybe we can do my spark plugs myself. I was able to do it before in a car. I just needed guidance and somebody to show me what to do. Maybe just even a YouTube video. I don't know. I just know I need to get things done ASAP. And I don't have time and necessarily the money to pay for labor. So am I really going to have to like try and do an OnlyFans and do like rave outfit content on OnlyFans? Even though I'll never ever reveal my private parts, I will always have something covering up my womanhood and the nips. So I would never sell my body in that kind of way. I just feel like I'm almost getting to that point where I kind of have to, because I have no other means of financial stability without having to worry about my Social Security being taken away from me and having my Medicare taken away, which is pivotal to my regular doctor schedule. It's pivotal. I have to have my Medicare doctor. The VA doesn't cover that primary care doctor. That's just that they don't accept VA insurance. I can't lose my primary care doctor. Every VA primary care fails me, and this one that I currently have is still failing me. Having to make me go up there in person instead of being able to have video visit, because now at the federal level for healthcare, they have reversed their decision to be like, okay, let's make this harder for veterans for care. But we want proof that they get care. That's what the travel reimbursement program is for. To show proof that you're going to these doctors. Isn't it enough? Isn't it enough when you have two different insurances and you're seeing a primary care doctor like almost every 2 weeks through Medicare, but then you have to physically be in person for a yearly physical when you already get one or two already? I get one through house calls, and I get one through Medicare with my doctor. He runs the A1C and those tests regularly whenever I ask. The only difference is I have to get what my annual womanly exam. Whatever. I'm disgruntled about having to do this, and I have the added worry about not having good transportation because this issue just started. And mechanics are not easy to freaking come by these days. And at short notice. 2-day notice basically. Not even a full 2 days, because it's going to be half the day is going to be gone when I get done with here. And then I have an appointment to go over to my brother's house. No. It's very rare that my brother plans anything with me, so for him to plan something with me, and I'll get into the reason what we plan later on, but yeah. I'm just let down by the system. And I'm let down by our medical system still, because I was re-traumatized watching my uncle get great care while I never get that kind of care when I go. It just reaffirms to me that it's just that messed up still. There's no equality still. So anyway, better put my mask on and get inside. Thank you all for listening, and be mindful of others. You don't know what somebody's going through. Even though I look happy on the outside when I get out of this car and get off this video. Like I said, I was so vibrant and full of life last night. Life of the party like usual, because that's what I'm best at, pretending to be. Pretending to be okay. But I want to fake it till I make it, so I want to be okay, so I'm trying to be okay. Love y'all. Peace out.